Love is Blind. Let's
Love is
talk about
Blind.
this. Jessica, I'm going to throw it to you because you've not talked about it yet, but this was the reunion show, the big send-off. So what do you feel about, because we haven't heard your opinion, what did you just feel about this whole ride of Love is Blind in general? And then plus, what do you feel about the reunion show? Nothing awkward happened on the reunion show at all.
Not one thing.
Nothing with Carlton at all. Nothing.
God.
Oof.
Okay.
Nobody got off their chairs.
Got down on a
On a
fucking
knee.
knee.
Friendship ring.
That she didn't really want to take.
Not at all.
Oh my gosh.
Jessica, you've been. The only reason you're here today is to talk about this. Let's be honest.
It's 100%. I am super salty. I didn't get to come to the last ones. So, unfortunately, I ended up having to do something for the previous cast. So I didn't get to both put out my votes for who was going to actually get married and then listen to anyone else's.
We'll believe you. Like when you tell us, we'll still believe you now.
Okay.
Just saying.
Thank you.
Sounds so condescending.
So I actually thought that Janina would say no and Damien would say yes. So that one was reversed. Jessica and Mark, that one was like, why did
Dead
that,
in the water.
why did I
It's the
get
first
that far?
episode.
Yeah.
Because Jessica just was bored. She wanted to get the... they had to get to the altar so you get that check. That's what
Yeah,
that
that
was.
must
Oh,
have
100%.
Probably,
It was
yeah.
in the contract.
Yeah.
And then you could tell Cameron and Lauren were going to go all the way.
Oh, yeah. They're making appearances.
they
Did you
went all
guys
the
get
way.
that photo I sent you
Yeah.
at the
At
basketball
the
game?
Knicks game.
He's wearing a gross... It's in the group chat. He's wearing a blazer, but then he's wearing like sweats with the blazer or something like that.
No, it's all one suit, isn't it? I
No,
thought it was all green.
did you not look at the... It's all green.
I thought he looked fine.
Did you look at the pants?
Let's see.
I mean, I didn't know if I.
They're
Let's
like,
just check these
they're like
pants out.
stretchy
No,
pants.
What's wrong with
that's
that?
the style right now.
It's not the style for
I
little white
100%
Cameron. For white Cameron? No.
I think it looks fine.
I think it looks fine.
It looks like a
It-
fucking leprechaun.
that- this
See, I
is-
thought they were dress pants the first
wanna
time.
look
They,
like a
they are
leprechaun?
dress pants. I have suits that I wear
I
for
am
work that look the
team
same.
comfort.
But-
Okay,
Yeah,
wear what
team
makes you
comfort.
comfy.
Hashtag team comfort.
I'm just saying on camera.
You see me wear that pink sweater all the time. It's the comfiest thing I've ever worn. That's why I wear it a lot. Okay,
So you thought Cameron and Lauren, yeah, they were a yes. I think we all
Loose fitting?
thought that one.
that looks highly comfy.
Yeah.
I'm going for double fist. bump.
Team comfort. Let's go.
Team comfort.
Are you team comfort?
Let's go team comfort.
Team
Let's
comfort.
go. Travis is team uncomfortable or something.
Yeah.
I'm team look
This guy
good.
wears suits.
Team
I am
look
I'm not
good.
wearing
To
those
bed.
fucking
Hey,
pants.
fuck you, man.
And then the Kelly and Kenny actually surprised me.
Oh yeah.
I
Me too.
thought they were gonna go the whole way,
Yeah, they were on my picks.
and I'm missing someone. Oh,
Burnett
Amber.
and Amber.
Do you think that Kelly's a
Amber.
Matt
dominatrix,
and Amber.
hidden, like a hidden dominatrix?
No.
Okay.
Mm.
Do you think Damien's hair...
is
do
the
you
most
think Damien
important
is a
question.
redhead?
Yes.
Yeah, Dylan has been...
No, but she wasn't confident with it.
No, I think she's like, why are
She
you
feels
asking that question? 'Cause
pressured.
it's so
She's
obvious.
wearing a red hat. She's biased right now.
Dylan, since the show started, has told us that we're all crazy to think he's redhead, and no one has supported him
But
on
you
this.
wouldn't
Kyle
say
popped in from
confidently that he's a
Australia
redhead.
saying he's a redhead.
Yeah, well, Kyle doesn't know
Out of
anything.
Emily, who's a
nowhere.
redhead, knows this, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I would say he's a red. It was more like, why are you asking me this? Is more of the questioning
I got
behind
those
it.
eyes
I
checking.
need the
Thank you,
fans
Jessica.
to back me up
Thank
on
you,
this
Jessica.
one.
Even the YouTube comments, there's 3 in one video that said he's
How
a
about,
redhead.
how about that photo where I zoomed in on his hair and sent it to you guys?
But I said it was
That's
bad
not a
lighting.
redhead.
It's
But-
bad lighting. Sometimes my
Was that
hair...
in the
No,
group
you're
chat
biased
too?
because he has a red beard,
I'm not
and therefore
biased, I'm just going with
you
facts.
look at that and you're like, oh yeah, he's a redhead. No, redhead refers to the top of their head, not their facial hair. A lot of people have red beards, reddish beards, but don't have red hair.
It's okay to be on the wrong side of history on this one.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then Amber and Matt.
Barnett. Oh, I guess his real
Matt's
name
his
is Matt,
first name.
right?
Okay.
Barnett.
Yeah, come
Mark
on.
Powers
Barnacle.
as well.
Amber Barnett.
We're on first name basis now? Yeah.
So
That's her name.
I hoped that he would say no.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not surprised he said yes, but I hoped.
What? What's wrong with Amber?
I hate Amber.
The editing was really making it seem like.
Because
Every-
you're a Jessica fan, right?
No.
Yeah, you said Jessica's your favorite person.
You're
I'm-
biased by the name.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would have been more okay with someone with Jessica. Every time Amber laughed, I got mad.
Wow.
Every
That's a
time.
lot
Yeah.
of time.
Do you want to see the Taylor cut?
Yes.
That's just find that hidden on the website.
So, yeah.
Hashtag release the
What am
Taylor
I
cut.
talking about now that I've...
The reunion special. They're all
Re-
back together now. So right now,
You
Mark...
missed a couple.
No.
Well,
Come on, it was trying to
Diamond.
mess with
Diamond,
it. That's what
yeah.
she said.
They shouldn't have been on the reunion. I was happy they were there, but like, they didn't get as far as the other people.
Who?
Carlton and Diamond.
Oh yeah.
They're there-
Hashtag down with what the fuck's his name? Oh my god, you just said it.
Down with Carlton?
Yeah, fuck Carlton.
Down. I'm not gonna put out the hashtag down with Carlton. That sounds.
I didn't like Carlton either. I'm not gonna like get on your hashtag, but I definitely.
No, I'm
Down.
hashtag save the Taylor cut.
I want the Taylor
Release
cut.
the Taylor cut.
Yeah.
It's the Taylor cut.
I don't know what the Taylor cut
The
is.
Taylor cut is so you know that they filmed like there's other couples that got married that we didn't see. Have you heard about this?
That got engaged.
Yeah, got engaged. So like Rory, which I don't buy.
He's
I
like,
don't
the
buy.
Fans.
Guys are
But the
planned.
producer said there was something like that, but then they broke up. So we were wanting to see the footage of all like remember Taylor the Virgin? That guy.
Yeah.
We want to
Yeah.
see.
We
just
wanna
the-
see his
we wanna see
story.
his-
I
yeah.
like
I wanna
Taylor
see-
the Virgin. Like that's his full name.
yeah.
That sucks, but I know he has more personality.
Everyone's looking
than
for
that.
Prince Charming. That's how I try to be, you
It's
know.
like him slowly raising his
Yeah, we want to see all his dates
Yeah.
and what happens.
You serious?
So that's the
Yeah.
Taylor.
We
cut.
good to text?
Before marriage?
I
What's
couldn't
it like?
jog in the morning. That's what I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see the Taylor cut
Yeah.
more than anything.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Season
here
two
I
is
was
just
thinking
him.
about something about like Geek vs Taylor.
About our Taylor.
No.
To
I'd
Love
like
is
to see
Blind.
Taylor on that
If Taylor was
show,
still
It's Taylor and
single,
his
yeah,
Easter
get
eggs.
him and Dylan on there. Yeah.
too. Yeah.
You gonna go on the next season?
Yeah, sure. Why not? What do I have to lose? Like, right?
I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
The last question, he's almost in. What color is Damien's hair? I didn't get in. I couldn't lie to them.
I couldn't lie to them.
Yeah, because they wanted him to say redhead, and I couldn't lie.
They just lock me.
We
in the
need
pod.
liars on this show. We
Yeah.
need phony people. So send Kyle.
Did you guys think that Jessica's apology was actual, like genuine?
No, I think if Burnett threw out his junk, she'd be all over it in a second. If he's like, I'm leaving Amber right now, come with me, she'd be gone. I don't buy any of this. I'm grown and everything. But, you know, it's been, chronically, they kind of hinted at it's been a year since they filmed the show. So, yeah, I think she's just saying that because she's on TV. I think Amber, I don't hate Amber like you, but I think she went pretty ham. But
Yeah.
it was good TV. She's like, she's model. She is Barnett by the curly hairs because like the way he dresses now, he's like a matching outfits. Oh yeah, he's
Looked like she got a boob job too.
yeah, that's what I said.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think
She
so.
already had like
Yeah,
big
she-
boobs.
But they
Yeah.
were bigger and
Yeah.
different shaped.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And
Got
that's
Barnett.
Got that
probably
Netflix
also
money.
on
Check the tape
Barnett's.
again. Check.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
Also on
Barnett.
Barnett's credit card.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She got the
Those
Netflix money.
After the student debts were paid off. What's
I
next?
wonder how much they got paid to be on this show.
Well, they had to get paid for the show. They had to get paid for the NDA, and they paid for his reunion show. And then plus, they've all kind of become like social media influencers,
Yeah.
so they're getting paid now. So I think they're making a good chunk. They
I know. I just want to
live-
know what the check from Netflix was.
That student debt is halfway there.
I think it was quite a bit for the NDA to like not tweet out some certain things about your life for a whole year. Like there
Yeah.
was when you go back to Lauren's Instagram, it's like it says something about her getting a dog, but nothing about Cameron or the
Yeah, they're not allowed
circumstances.
to.
So I think that's it because you're literally buying a year of someone's life on social media. pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, but who fucking cares about social
Lots
media?
of people do.
do.
Yeah. Kirkland's a
Did,
social
did she
media
post about her
influencer.
dog?
She
Sparks?
did without Cameron and everything. Yeah, Sparks. I liked
Ooh.
that name. That was good.
Yeah, great name.
Sparks?
Well, she was allowed to post.
It's a
about
cute ass
Cameron.
dog. You saw a dog, right?
Oh, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. It's cute.
Yeah, they're the it couple. They're
Yeah.
I'm happy they're doing well. Amber Burnett, they're gonna. I think they'll break up at some point. That's
Yeah.
gonna derail, but it's gonna be like a long 5-year like brutal breakup whenever it happens. I feel bad for Mark. I kind of wish when they said, "Are you seen anybody?" You know, Mark wasn't. So
Oh, I do. And he was like, "You still never made me that famous potato
that
salad." Or
that
whatever.
gumbo. It was gumbo.
Who's
No.
gumbo?
No, it wasn't gumbo.
For some reason, that's even funnier.
That wine gumbo.
gumbo.
Feed the dogs.
But yeah, I mean, clearly he was throwing out some bait, right, to see if she'd bite, and she
Yeah.
was like,
Oh my gosh, Sparks is so cute.
I'll
Oh,
keep
yeah.
the gumbo too. Yeah, the show was weird
cute
because they
dog.
kept talking about this dog, but they would never show a photo of the dog.
No.
It's just like, and I was really mad. I get why they didn't do it, but I was hoping they were gonna play that clip of Damien and Gigi when she's like, you know, when the best sex,
Yeah.
and
In front
you
of
say that?
everyone.
Yeah, yeah. I wish they'd play that and be like, let's show that one more time. Show that one more time. Just
Roll
let
the
us- yeah.
"Yeah, no, it must
Oh
have
my
been
God.
savage for Jessica to sit there and just watch her being terrible."
Oh yeah. I was.
Amber was
drinking
going
lots.
after.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The hosts were just prodding them all.
Well, no.
I think they could have prodded them a
Vanessa-
bit more. Honestly.
Vanessa, I think so. I think Vanessa did a good enough job. She's prodding them. Nick Lachey is sitting there like he
Oh, he
gives
doesn't
zero
care.
fuck.
Yeah.
He's sitting there smiling.
Yeah.
So, and she's a natural because I learned she does hosting as a career. Every time he would talk, he'd look directly in the camera to see what he's supposed to say next.
The
he's
only
in there just for the paycheck. I know they all are, but he's specifically like, I don't give a fuck.
the only
about what's
time that
going
he
on.
would say something other than like staring at the cameras when he's like, "I really appreciate you being here. You know, it's really brave. All your story." Like he said that for Carl. He said that for Jessica.
He's like, I know it's really hard. Shows a clip of them being
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
Like,
Show
Let's
that
watch this
testicles
again.
Yeah, yeah. Damien,
How does that make you
explain
feel
this.
watching
Yeah,
this?
Yeah, yeah.
explain yourself.
Have you improved?
Gigi, is this still the case?
Oh man.
Jessica, you still think Mark is short? No, she had to apologize for everything. No, I would never say he was not attractive or not short. And I was drinking.
Jessica,
lots.
how old are you now?
Yeah. Are you still older than Mark?
When they showed like the clip of whatever Jessica saying stuff, and then she's like, I already saw this. I saw it plenty of time. I don't want to see it again. They're like, play that back one more time.
It was hard to watch myself.
She's somebody that like knew when she got home she regretted how she acted, so she watched right. Because some of them said they had not watched the show over and they were seeing the clips for the first time. Is that bullshit? I don't know.
Wait, who said that?
I thought there was a few people. I thought
everyone saw it. Yeah.
Really? I thought there was at least 2 people. I can't name them, but I remember hearing that. I'm gonna for sure throw out Kevin/Kenny.
I don't know.
He's with somebody now. Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing very good right now, or whatever he said.
Kelly's
Never
sister.
been better.
Kelly starts crying.
Yeah.
Kelly's sister.
Yo.
Kelly's mom, actually. He's such a good guy.
Yeah, Kelly, I'm in love with this guy.
Oh man. Yeah,
that 3-day trip ruined it.
It was tough to see the Kelly stuff, honestly. I was like, there's a lot of moments that I was like, I feel like I should fast forward this.
It was weird. It was too real, right?
It was too real.
The show is like so heavily edited. It's like here's like a week boiled down to 10 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then you get like this. What felt like I don't feel like there's many more questions than what we actually saw in the finale. I'm sure there was some.
There was
questions.
the editing of the finale or the reunion was awful.
Yeah.
Like they would just be talking.
Essentially, there was one topic for each
Yeah.
couple. It was very weird.
But
Like,
not
how
only
was your
that-
day? And then be like, trust back, I was great. And then Dylan, I was great too. And it's just like, it was, you clearly said more, but they're like, it's boring. We got to keep it to under an hour or something like that. And it was wild. Very poorly edited.
Yeah, it felt like someone wouldn't even be done answering a question, and they would just switch to asking someone else.
Yeah.
It's like a big question, right?
Yeah.
So
And it's weird
Very
when
emotional.
they asked like, your final thoughts, and they went to like 3 people, but then not everyone got to give their final thoughts. So clearly, the producers like, Cameron's final thoughts are boring as shit. Let's not put that in the show. Like,
yeah, he's
it
pretty
was
boring.
it was very strange, but yeah, Kelly was having a huge breakdown during the screening.
Yeah.
she
it
was right
rough.
at the decision. I feel. I know she said she didn't,
Yeah.
but I got that vibe.
Well,
He's
she
like a
said it
brother
even
to
in
me.
the past. She's like, yeah, I have a track record of like friend zoning people. It's just like,
Yeah, and she's like, and then I dated my friend from the wedding, actually.
Oh,
That
right.
was a weird
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
right?
Poor Kevin, just in there, Kenny. We
Kenny
called him
Kevin, yeah,
for the
we
whole
don't-
time. We forgot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking maybe this was like a Matt/Barnett thing.
Two weeks in a row, and the YouTube comment like, his name is Kenny, and I'm like, we're sorry.
goes to show how like forgettable of a character he is.
Oh yeah. What did we think about Diamond and Carlton? So
Oh, my
Diamond Carlton decides that he wants to do some friend proposal or something like that. He's worse than Mark. He was just hoping that Diamond was on the train to want to work things out. And Diamond wanted, I feel, no part of whatever he was selling. Like that ring is gonna be sold on eBay the second she's gone.
Right.
Her DMs are gonna be closed. It was. I would have hate to be in that room.
Didn't she
yeah.
say
Super
something
awkward.
about being, over it but done like
Oh
that?
yeah.
And then he still got on his knee and pulled that anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not proposing. Don't worry. Oh, you're on your knee. And you got a ring.
So
It's
she,
just-
she like goes to give him a hug. He's like, no, put this on first. Put on the
Oh,
ring.
yeah. Okay.
She's
Yeah.
like,
It's
oh
probably
my
a
God.
tracking
Can I not
device.
put this on? please?"
Carlton, yeah, he treated her like shit,
Oh yeah.
and he just does this. I don't know. It was really weird. It was just like him trying to be relevant, I guess, because
Yeah.
all the other couples can like actually talk about something interesting, and he just had to do something theatrical to like get some clicks or
Yeah,
something. But it was really weird. I really don't like him. He gives me really bad vibes.
It seemed like he was still trying to play like a victim card in that moment.
Yeah,
as,
right?
As
Like-
opposed to just like straight up apologizing
Yeah.
for it. And yeah, I don't know.
And I don't believe he went and got back that ring. The producers got him a different ring. He threw that ring in the pool. I don't think Carlton, your little's here. Like 1 second, he's like swim around the pool. His eyes like beat red from the chlorine. I can't find this ring. So yeah, that's a bullshit thing. They didn't. The same thing. They didn't pay for any of their dresses or anything like that either.
no.
So yeah.
I don't know. I hated him in the beginning when they were in the pods too. So I was actually kind of amazed that he got someone to like him, but I don't know. His personality
Yeah.
was a
It's
little
weird. Like
too obnoxious.
I never really got the vibe watching the show that she was being like homophobic or anything.
No.
like that, right? Like he just sprung this big thing on her
But
and then
social
like
media is-
blamed her.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed really weird.
They tried to
me.
James Gunner apparently.
Like obviously it's like a quick thing where it's like you guys got to either make up right now or we're moving in together.
Yeah.
So obviously it's not like a real world scenario, but I just felt like he was terrible the whole way through it. So
I don't know. Like, do you guys feel that, if you don't answer this if you don't want to, but if like your partner you start dating, they're like, hey, I've been with both genders, that even be a big deal?
So to be as misogynist as possible, I think that it's easier for men to say yes than it would be for a woman. I think men have like fans be like, oh, girl, like that's been like very popularized since Girls Gone Wild, right? It's like girls making out and girls dancing together sexy. So I don't think that'd be a big thing. I think it's more the reverse for you because I think that's more like it should be comfortable, but like if it's not like I think that hasn't been like I said, Girls Going Wild was a huge thing at 2 a.m. for years, and it was known as like, oh, that's normal and that's okay. But if there was a Guys Gone Wild, people wouldn't look at it the same way, I don't think. The same way as like Playgirl's not as big as Playboy ever was, right? I think that eventually when our generations will be more acceptable and more out there as we get more comfortable with it and people are not assholes about it. But I think men, it's like, and me personally, it wouldn't bug me like, well, I can't say either way because I'm not going to be with a dude at any point in the near future. I have 2 kids and I have a long-term relationship. But I can't even say if I was single because I still wouldn't be dating dudes. It wouldn't have bugged me, but like I said, it's been so normalized for me.
Well, I feel like even if you're in that same situation, say I'm a female and then male did the same thing, like if you're on a show where like you're getting married in like a week,
that's true.
I feel like that's totally different. Whereas if it's like, we had like take a week to think about this. You don't have that time in that situation because we're moving in together in 2 days or whatever.
Oh yeah,
whatever the breakdown is.
Everything.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like
my ex-boyfriend will be there.
Just like how the show is set up, I felt like it didn't help the situation. Let alone those two did not handle it well at all.
Plus, maybe if he had told her in the pods be different, but it was like outside the pods when she had already accepted the marriage. So that's maybe
that's
why.
the thing, right? Like clearly to him, it's a very big deal, or like he was really stressing out about it. And thanks for this word, unresolved. Like clearly he has some unresolved tensions, something to do with that.
Because I guarantee you there's been some girl that he did say that to, if this is like no acting true, that was like, okay, I don't want any part of that.
And maybe it went poorly and that's why he freaked out.
Yeah.
But that clearly even to him, whether or not anyone thinks it's a big deal, he thought it was a big deal, like really, really important to him that she knew that, and he didn't share it before like being engaged to this person.
Yeah.
So I don't think I think it was totally cool if she wanted a little bit of time to just like, okay, I got to process this. But then the show moves so fast that
dinner with couples tonight. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess he just kind of like freaked out about it. And
we're going to Barnett's birthday. Come on, put on a happy face.
Yeah, like the point of the pods is that you're sharing everything with this person.
Yeah,
and that like, wow, we had it all on the table.
Yeah,
I really feel like I can trust you. And then he's like, oh, but there's this thing that's really important to me that I didn't share with you.
Because that's all you're supposed to have is just like your personality and your stuff about you. Because you can't see the person, right? There's no physical activity, so it has to be just everything. Love is blind. Is it truly blind? I don't know. 3 out of the 6 couples are still together, so 50% ratio.
I wonder, as just noticed this during the reunion, but I wonder how if there was like a monetary value for each time the host says that. Like anytime they say the words "love is blind," they're like, "That's another $100 in your check." So that's why they were just trying to get it out as much as possible because they ham fist it into any old sentence that doesn't even have it in there just to make it work.
That or the word "the experiment" too. The experiment, was thrown around a lot.
Or pods.
Yeah, pods too. Yeah. They had to get that from Apple. It was like if you say pods a lot,
when we were in the talking chambers, it's called a pod. And then they said they have one in their garage. What the fuck was that?
That would have been Mark's life. If he married Jessica, he could never see her. It would just be like she'd be in a pod.
They have 2 houses.
That worked out for them.
Give me the groceries. Okay,
they probably have enough money that this whole thing was just hosted in their backyard. That's where the pods are.
Dude, I don't know. I think this thing's in the shadow realm. Like anytime you see the overhead shots of this thing, it's
the pods.
Yeah,
my theory is it's the same house as the Circle.
Dude, I love the Circle.
Yeah, that's my theory. And then we're gonna crossover.
Hashtag let's go.
I want season 2 of that and
love the Circle.
And did you see the Circle?
No.
I saw the movie.
Circle is
Which
love.
I hadn't.
Love is Circle. Love is Circle. We're going with that one.
Oh yeah, what's that from again?
Circle of Blind.
Circle of
No,
Blind.
it's from that Adam Sandler movie where he marries his friend, his homie.
Do over.
Fuck's that
Oh.
Now I pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
There you go. I haven't watched that in a long time.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Never seen it.
Yeah. I can't imagine it holds up too well. But
go to Patreon, get the best tier yet, and you can make Kirklin see it.
I'll watch it absolutely.
The reviewer or commentary tracking.
Wait, what are you singing? The Circle of Life?
He was singing the Circle of Life.
I was. I know Circle of Love this time. I changed it up.
Copyright.
What about
Circle
Mark and
Blind.
Gigi? We haven't talked about them. They're back together.
That was
I
surprising.
wasn't surprised.
Mark and Gigi.
Yeah, Mark and Gigi.
That's his actual name,
That's
right?
his actual name.
Yeah.
It's Mark Damian Powers.
Damian
Yeah, well,
Powers
we're not
is his
gonna
porn
just start
star.
calling him
Yeah.
Mark.
She was calling him Matt when we were talking
No,
about that, so you
no,
can't call me out.
That's Barnett.
Yeah,
His
and you were
name is
saying
Matt.
that's Matt. Yeah. So that's why there's Mark, but that's fine.
Can we just
Yeah, but
call him
there-
Damien? Because then it's not.
There are
Oh,
no
Mr.
other-
Powers.
Yeah, let's call him that.
So Mr. Powers and Gigi are back together.
Powers.
I can't
wasn't
believe that.
surprised.
I was
but
surprised.
I
I was
wasn't.
definitely.
Really?
If someone told you you were really terrible at sex, you would.
You can work on
But
it.
he said even the day, this is why I bought it, because even after the wedding, everything with the shit, he said, I still love her and I'm always going to love her. So the second he said that, I'm like, well, things can get back on in a split second. And all it took was one Instagram post. It's
Yeah.
been a year.
One Instagram post.
You know, because it was really quick. So, and hopefully maybe he, like Kirk said, maybe he's been getting better, you know,
Yeah.
watching game tape.
She actually got to meet his parents.
He's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
hitting
Off
up the
camera.
brothel to practice.
Yeah. Check out How to Duck Retro.
Yeah, I don't know. I was surprised because I just felt like definitely he said that like when they didn't get married, it said like I always love Gigi, but just like their little like confrontation at the end, she's like, "This is what you do. You run out on things," and like just like how that ended, I'm like, "Oh no, that's." You
Here's
hate
your-
to see it. Yeah,
Here's your ribbon back.
yeah, that was very cringy. That seems so scripted. It's
I
like
think
go
the
back and like tie this on his arm or
I think it'd
something.
be like, hey, you remember when Mark gave you that ribbon when you talked? Give him a ribbon. Like, that'd be a good one, right? And she's like, oh, yeah, do that. And then they pushed her out there.
yeah,
Go.
Yeah.
with her clean dress.
Well, yeah,
after she
because
fell
everyone
in the
did point
mud.
out she did have a clean dress.
Yeah.
Right? So she definitely talked to producers in
Multiple dresses.
between.
Yeah,
so.
Rory was in there.
It was
the chick with his dress.
Rory's there to ready Damien or Mr. Powers.
It's definitely though like something like just when I was watching like the last episode, not the reunion, I was like, if anyone doesn't get married, like I just kind of wrote it as like they're never gonna get back together like whatsoever. But so I was definitely surprised seeing that they're dating. They have their own places. They're not like moved in together. or
Yeah,
anything
I think
like
that's smart for those two.
that. Yeah.
I just want to throw out there that Barnett's Instagram is Barnett is blind, and I'm
You
loving that.
gotta respect. He's going with the brand, right?
Yeah.
That's
Is
all
that
he
a
has.
hashtag in there? Barnett is blind.
No, that's his handle on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Is he trying to? Okay.
He's just
Okay.
trying to cash in and find out. You gotta respect him. He's trying to be a social media influencer. He's gonna try and probably get on like Big Brother, The Challenge next time, or Survivor.
Survivor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't put him on
Survivor Man.
I would pay for
Less
a
strap.
Love Is Blind Survivor season.
Oh God. I put Gigi on
Just
there.
to get
that's it.
Taylor, the virgin.
I put
in there.
Taylor the virgin.
Is
in-
this the one that you
yeah.
zoomed in on? He looks kind of blonde there.
He looks kind of
It's
gray.
'cause he's not a redhead.
Kind of looks like
He's
a
wearing,
60-year-old
it's a
man.
filter, though, you know.
That's a filter.
Yep.
It's duck face.
I don't know. I just
filter.
googled Matt Damien Powers and his name.
You guys got any
Any
thoughts
pictures popped
on
up.
Mr. Powers and Gigi?
I wouldn't have gone back.
From whose perspective?
Yeah, from whose perspective exactly?
If I was Damien, I'd be like, oh, maybe I
There's
should.
cases for them both, you know.
Yeah, Gigi's pretty spicy, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I was Damien, I wouldn't have gone back because he was the one that said I don't. So in
I
theory.
definitely am in that camp. I think Gigi's a little crazy for me.
Little much.
Yeah.
But maybe over a year, she's lessened. That was his whole thing, that he
Yeah.
was just mad that she couldn't commit. He could kind of deal with her craziness.
Putting
He
a
was just-
time pressure on something like
Yeah.
marriage
Yeah.
is like pretty savage.
4
right?
weeks.
I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be on the show in the first place,
No?
but
Really?
No,
What
I
if
don't
things
think so.
went real sour and you found yourself in the lowest of lows, like Damien Powers?
I'd probably just like buy a dog or something, adopt
Was
a dog.
he the lowest of the lows? Do you
What's that?
think? Do you think he's the lowest of the lows of the show?
I feel like you kind of have to be to go on the show, don't
Of
you?
everyone, probably Amber.
Oh,
the
you mean
lowest of
before?
lows.
I thought you were saying after the show he was the lowest of lows. I was gonna
Oh,
say,
maybe,
I
yeah.
still think it's Mark. Mark was the lowest of the lows because he was all
Are you?
set to
Is
marry
that
Jessica.
is that a comment about his height?
No. Oh, not at all. I'm not a heightist. I just think that he was the lowest of the lows. He really wanted to marry Jessica. She kissed him, said "I love you" right before the guys started talking, and
Even when
he's-
they're in the pods, though, he said like, no matter what happens, I'll be fine. You know, I'm young, I'm attractive.
yeah, it's happened
He said all those
before.
things.
I was
fitness
just
teacher?
rejected by Barnett. I'll marry you now.
He didn't know
Yeah.
that though. Remember, he just thought that she chose him. So
Well,
that's why she
no.
span it. That's why she
What?
span it. Yeah, because remember he went in the reunion. He was like, "I wish you had been more clear with me about the Barnett stuff. We could have talked through that, and worked through that." So
I
I
took
think
that
it-
more as like her getting drunk and saying, "Well, I think Barnett's attractive."
that too. But I think it was. She just played it off as she's still picking between the two, and I picked you. You're my guy. And I think
You're
Mark was
my
just
guy.
so over the head and heels, he didn't realize that Barnett picked Amber
He's
first.
definitely blinded by the love.
And I completely forgot when they
That is
showed about
blind.
Barnett's history. I completely forgot about that third girl that he was thinking about
LJ?
marrying too.
LC or
L-
JC,
LJ?
JC Penny or
LC.
something
I'm
like
gonna
that.
say her name's LJ instead.
LJ.
LJ.
I
Little
think it was
J.
LC.
Sounds like a baseball player.
Little J up to bat. With his toes worth like bunt.
Also, so Jessica at one point, like, I mean, long list of things she's called him out for: height, age. She was also
I thought
like,
you were talking about me at first. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the?
I don't know, I can't call her something else.
They went after her in this finale. They
Well,
knew people.
If I'm talking about you, I'll refer you as the ghost. How's that sound?
or LJ, little Jessica.
For this segment, yeah, little Jessica.
What's up, LJ?
At one point in this, she did it in other episodes, but also in this one, like replay the clip of her calling him out for being a fitness instructor. What do you guys think about that? Because he's young, right? It's like he probably hasn't settled into a career yet. So to be like, I don't know if that's like, that's not the word. That's not like a bad job.
No, when
right?
she said that in the episode, I rolled my eyes because maybe they edited it, and maybe she said the reason I don't like that is because I wish she had more of a career, and that's why I want that build. But the way the edit just made it sound like she just had a fucking problem with fitness instructors, and I was
Right.
like, fuck this person.
So anything she's opposed
That's
to.
not a bad job. Like, let him be what he wants to be. But that's the only way I could think. But yeah, I rolled my eyes. Like, really?
Mark, let us know.
Super
We'll have you on the podcast.
Yeah,
We
let's
could
get Mark
promote
on the-
you.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
saw you
Promote
had a
your business.
PlayStation in one episode. I want to know what you've been playing, man.
Yeah, man.
Not The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Sims. He's made them all. It's really sad.
He's made the pods,
yeah.
and he's going to all the different rooms.
Everyone, him and Jessica live in this home.
And
but
here's Taylor the Virgin.
Barnett keeps sneaking in, and Marcus like, Sim, get out of here, go.
Oh my god, I want to
Get
see.
out of here, little Jessica.
I want to see that so bad.
It's free on PlayStation
Makes
Plus.
himself really tall.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Mark. Oh, you're Mr. Your powers. No, the other Mark.
Oh no.
And he's just like, he's getting like the keyboard and just recreating all the conversations they all had and stuff. And he's playing out the scenarios like, what if I married Lauren?
She makes him whatever she didn't make him. What was it?
What was that?
Remember that meal that he never got?
Oh, the gumbo.
Yeah, gumbo.
It wasn't gumbo. I know. It
That's
wasn't.
DLC.
Yeah, yeah, you got to pay $5 for the gumbo, the Jessica gumbo.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
Mark, hopefully that's not the case.
Come on,
Oh,
Mark.
dear.
Join us on the cast. Don't
Yeah.
be shy.
He's playing Sims.
We got
right
a
now.
seventh share.
It's true.
Yeah, for Mark we do. Anything else on this reunion show?
There was something. Oh yeah, what do you think about Amber wringing out their dirty laundry about having a potential divorce? Is the word I'm looking for?
Have a divorce.
That's what we call it in Canada. Divorce.
Divorce.
What do you think about that? Because that's pretty like. You could tell Barnett was not happy about that. Sorry, Matt. You could tell Matt was
Yeah.
not happy about that, which I would not be either.
Yeah.
Like, don't you keep that in the family?
Oh yeah, that's not a thing. That's you keep that stuff. I know some people like to be public and whatnot, but you
She's like,
if,
sorry,
Yeah.
Mrs. Barnett. Whatever.
if you're having problems like that when you're on the edge of divorce, I think you keep that in private until there's actual divorce happens. That's why I know eventually those two are it's gonna
Not gonna
disperse.
last.
Yeah, yeah. And I still bet his father hates her.
Yeah.
all the time. He's
Oh,
sitting at dinner
100%.
just eating his broccoli. And you should have picked
Eating the gumbo.
eating the gumbo. Oh, it's hot. He burns himself every time. Yeah, not a good call.
I don't know. I think that's part of like of being a reality TV couple, though. I mean, that's gonna get more people on your Instagram. Oh,
Yeah.
what if they do get
That's
a
a
divorce?
good point, right?
Yeah.
People gotta
That is a good
follow.
point.
It's all about the
Y-
brand.
Gotta
Yeah,
follow.
it's all about
Matt
kind
is
of
blind.
building that hype and generating drama.
That's actually a risky like headline for yourself. Matt is blind, It's
It
like-
is because it's like, is he blind? Like, is he blindly going ahead with this marriage?
Yeah, and if you don't know the show, you're just like, what's this guy's deal? Matt is blind.
He's
It's
not
like,
actually blind.
He's not doing blind things.
He's not doing blind things.
He's coloring. He's
coloring.
Continue. Anything else on the reunion?
No.
No, I kind of wanted Amber to. I wanted more of Amber going in on Jessica,
Yeah.
or like other
Oh,
just
yeah.
people just dumping on Jessica. In
It could have
general.
been longer.
Sorry,
maybe.
Jessica.
Yeah.
I don't mean it.
No, that's LJ. We're
That's
talking about
LJ.
Jessica. Yeah.
Not little Jessica.
So
Little
I'll
Jess.
ask you this question: do you want a season 2? And if you did, would you change anything? Would you keep the same format? Like, what would you think?
I'd
'Cause
give more screen time to Taylor the Virgin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the thing is, they haven't said this, but they did end with saying this was the end of season 1. They didn't say the end of Love Is Blind. This is
Yeah,
season
yeah.
1. I feel like it's trending. It's a cheap show to make, even though Netflix pays money. It's nowhere near like paying like Jason Bateman to go direct Ozark or something. So, if obviously, do you want season 2? And if you do you want the format to stay the same, or do you want something changed? What?
See, I want season 2, but like I wanted them to have started recording it before, because it'll be a year and a half before we get another reunion special.
There's a chance they could have already been recording it. though.
Perfect. Let's.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Fucking
but
go.
I'm just saying
They got the pods already constructed, you know.
Yeah,
In-
they
in
were
their garage.
in there, yeah.
Yeah.
They just pull random people off the street, throw them in the pods.
I still think they missed an opportunity
Saw
to
opening.
use the footage of all the other people for a season 2. Like, I think that would have been a cheap way to make
That's
a
what I
show.
thought they were doing.
Because they said there were like
yeah.
20 couples, so it's like easy. Obviously, maybe if they didn't get engaged, there was not. Maybe that was the plan. Like,
Right.
oh, we only got 6.
One thing
What do
I'd
we
like
do?
to see, and this could be controversial, and maybe they shouldn't do it, but is to throw some voice changes on people, right? So you throw
Oh
like
my
2 men in a
God.
pod, and you make one's like voice sound like he's a woman, and then see what when they finally see each other, like how they react.
Because
Just
then,
trying to
but that's
change
when the
their
producers.
sexuality.
Yeah, like, well, I don't know. Is love blind? You know,
That would be a
I-
true.
I-
does it go
test.
across genders? That's what we got to find
Yeah.
out.
I think
Season
he-
1, we learned all we need to know.
cross
Yes,
species?
love is blind.
Cross species.
Like, you remember that guy from?
Yeah.
You remember
Throw Howard the Duck in there.
the other person I want is remember that guy from Ripley's Believe It or Not who tried to turn himself into the snake. I want him in one of the pods.
I wish I did. That
See-
sounds like a fucking memory to have.
I would run.
I think you could
Pierce
still
his
do that.
tonsils.
You would just have to get people that are, what is it, not like bi or open or
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
like that, and then every pod could be.
Right. But
But
no,
it-
I just want to mess with these people.
But no, is
I
that a
want to see
bigger
long-term
question?
traumas
Yeah.
for these
What if a
people.
straight man falls in love with another man?
Yeah, see, I don't think that's gonna happen. That's
No,
the
I don't think so
problem.
too. I think they might worry.
There might be a
Unless they-
giveaway at some point, like, so I had my penis out the other day, and then like, you know,
Or
He's
it
just
could-
going along with it.
You know,
All right.
one side could be
I
like
bet she's hot.
all women, and then the other side is both men and women into women or something like that.
Yeah, they could. Do
I think
that
it's not worth it.
No.
That sounds like it would be too risky for.
for your option there. It could be risky.
No, I just mean in general.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's probably something they don't want to. That's not a can they
Yeah.
want to.
Unless they go in and say this season there's a catfish and you could fall in love, but you're not going to marry that person. That's what
Oh,
they
now
could
we're
say.
now we're doing the circle
Oh,
of
yeah.
blind.
They did that on the
Like, they
circle where
tell them
people
this?
would, tell everyone that like you could be talking to someone, but there might be a catfish. The only reason you couldn't though is because there's no money to win at the end of this. But I'd be down if they threw a catfish twist that one man and one woman is not a real person. They're lying to you, and we want to
Ooh.
see what the case.
It's
would be
Rory.
after. Yeah, it's Rory and Taylor the Virgin on both sides. He's like, I'm looking for anybody.
throw the hosts in there too. Just anyone.
the host.
Just anyone.
I know that you guys have probably talked about this, but just on the Taylor the Virgin thing, do you guys think it's weird that Kelly and Kevin and
Oh, you called him Kevin.
well, that's your
They
that's
didn't
what you
have
guys call
sex?
yeah, that's what you guys call them, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the producers, that's why they gave them like a bad edit and made them look boring. I think they were pretty pissed with those two that not much happened. And I think I'm someone person, I'm not married, but even if I wasn't that traditional, like I need to get married, I'm definitely testing out the car before the marriage. So the whole
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till I'm comfortable. He could get married and she might not be comfortable for 6 months, and he's married and he's just sitting there.
She doesn't
being
seem like the type that normally waits until she's comfortable.
dominatrix.
Yeah,
what I'm telling you.
those are the vibes I was getting.
Dominatrix.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's probably just something like there's a monetary. She's had something monetarily to gain, right? Like if you get to the altar, you probably get paid more than Carlton. did.
100%. Well, easily
So-
you do. With every episode, they got to pay you more. Like Big Brother, Survivor. Every episode
Yeah.
you're in more, you get paid more.
So
Just
yeah,
'cause
at that
the
point,
guild.
she probably knew she wasn't into it, but she just went for it anyway.
Yeah.
But I agree, she should have gone down that
Maybe
route.
maybe that's why Mark was trying so hard to get Jessica to the altar. He wanted the bigger paycheck, setting up the like pod date and stuff.
Fitness instructor
Yeah.
doesn't pay that well.
He's like, I'm not getting married, so I may as well get some money, you know.
Yeah.
I'll put on this Barnett mask.
Yeah,
He's
Mark's
gotta get the
definitely blind.
he's gotta get the Sims DLC. You know, there's like 30 of them. They're expensive.
There actually is a lot of Sims deals.
Oh, I hope he has a Sims
Hopefully one of
podcast.
them has wine.
The gumbo expansion.
The gumbo
It's EA,
expansion.
so you know there's
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh, yeah.
DLC.
Kirkland season 2 and anything? Do you want season 2? And
I
anything
want
more?
season 2. When I was first watching the show, I was honestly, again, it's only a 3-week event, but I was kind of wanting more like pod stuff. I felt like it kind
Mhm.
of rushed through that more. I wanted to like see the other like people that they had. I
Like
felt
the
like
bad dates.
Yeah.
Like why didn't we get to see one date of Taylor version? Why
yeah,
did it work
exactly.
out?
Why even throw like that factor in if I don't even get to
Yeah.
see it? Like you're just
Yeah.
teasing me at that point.
That's true.
So
It's
like
sad.
stuff like that, and then I don't know. Yeah.
Because even then, like if someone like Taylor the Virgin, you can still have a conversation between him and Amber, and that's still relevant because you know who
Yeah.
Amber is. She has a full story.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
damn, wouldn't you want to see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like even from the beginning, like there was some like quick interviews with someone. It's like, yeah, I usually like girls don't like me because my height or something. And that wasn't even Mark. That was another guy that we never saw again for the rest
I
of
don't
the
even remember
show.
that.
Yeah, exactly. But like just stuff like that, I feel like there wasn't. I don't know. Maybe they only wanted to show the ones that kind of worked out more for like more episodes and stuff. But
I just feel like Netflix is a format where it doesn't really matter how long or how much content there is for something.
yeah. So I don't know. That was like my original irk, just from like the first week, even, because I felt like after the first week, like we were done with the pods, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were the last episode. We were already going to Mexico, so
Yeah, exactly. So, again, might have just been a time restraint thing, but I wanted to see more pods and just more people. And
yeah.
yeah.
I agree with that. I want season 2, and I think I agree with everything everyone
I want
said.
season 2, yeah.
Just want even the same format I want. I like trashy
Yeah.
TV. And
I wonder how like
been fun
people
talking about
having
it.
watched the show would affect them being on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you got to tape.
They probably think about what they're saying twice or something.
100%. No Jessica drinking scenarios anymore. You touch my man, I'll end your life.
Right.
Yeah.
There was some pretty wild stuff. So.
There was. There you go. We've closed the chapter on Love Is Blind. Let us know what you thought about that. It was a fun 4 weeks. You know,
It
some,
was.
You know,
An
some
impromptu
good times, some
4
bad
weeks.
times. You know,